You know what the business is. We talk about what it really means to be a man from a godly perspective. This new episode. Let's go.
I'm on my grown man business. I'm on my grown man business. Golly and classy at the same time.
When it comes to grown man business, there's no magic moments, no overnight success, no lucky breaks. Because you see, God forges men. That's why this society rewards coonery and buffoonery. This backward society, this bizarro land, right? This wonderland, which has been intentionally inverted because that is the only way that anybody would serve the enemy, right? So when I talk about grown man business, real men realize that first and foremost, to handle our business, to protect our family, to protect our friends, to protect our community, we need God in order to do that. And common sense tells us that He is real for real, and the personage of Lord Jesus Christ is the only God that has the character that God should have. Real men realize that nobody owes us anything. But real men realize that we have to love ourselves and respect ourselves and not allow any disrespect to cross our boundaries. How can we teach others to love and respect themselves if we don't love and respect ourselves? And oftentimes, standing up for yourself is how you teach others to stand up for themselves. Men today are overloaded with expectations, but undeveloped in their identity because society actually wants it this way. It is difficult for a healthy-minded person to understand why society will want it this way, but not when you understand that any society that is anti-God, that is anti-Christ, that is anti-Lord Jesus is self-indulgent, and it only wants a certain ruling class to stay in power. And if men especially are developed as they're supposed to be, then this threatens the current hierarchy, right? The current hegemony. Real men understand these things to the point of overstanding them. And real men seek to be forged in the fire that only God can provide. To have our character forged in trial and tribulation beyond articulation, our position beyond comprehension, until we come forth as that pure gold that God wants us to be. This is real grown man business. Responsibility without resentment, leadership without ego, strength without hardness and coldness, faith without religion, healing without shame, expressing the aspects of you that people consider both strong and weak, being vulnerable without being naive. This is where we separate culture's idea of manhood from the grounded, biblical, disciplined reality of what manhood really is. By getting you to worship and bastardize yourself, right, with idols such as hedonism, secularism, modernism, humanism, materialism, basically all the things that feed the ego and gets you away from God, the one true God. People don't understand that the Lord tells us in Revelation 3:21 that we're going to sit in his throne with him. He's not trying to diminish us, people. That is the lie. He's trying to make us stronger. He's trying to make us our true selves by getting us to understand there's no self without him. His identity is the true identity. The identity of dignity, integrity, honor, and love. True love. Love that has principles that require people to be selfless, right? That require people to command respect, to heal, to grow, to maintain your boundaries. You see, that's what real grown man business is about. Having a strong self in order to have a strong community, and understand that there is no strength without God and God alone. This is true grown man business, which is beyond anything the culture or this current society could understand. And that's why we are in the state that we're in. This podcast is dedicated to helping us remember that. All the grown men stand up. Let's get to the business. Real talk, real growth, real manhood.
I'm on my grown man business. Ooh, I'm on my grown man business. Golly and